Well, folks, welcome to another Friday fishing forecast. And it looks like we're going to have a really nice weekend again. It does look like the winds are going to be up a little bit on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, I think it's going to be windier than Sunday. They're calling 10 to 20 out of the east-southeast. So if you fish on this side of the bay, on the south shore, you're going to be pretty protected. So you still can get some fishing in. Going offshore might be a little bit tougher, but I definitely know that you can get some fishing in on this side of the bay. And if you're fishing for grouper and snapper, you can definitely fish on this side of the bay in the main channel. It shouldn't be overly bad, so you still can get your fishing in. I am getting reports of the bite being on fire inside the bay when it comes to snapper and sheep's head and grouper. I've heard the bite has been unbelievable. I have multiple captains that have been contacting me saying, Todd, the bite is crazy inside the bay. So I'm actually filming this on Thursday because we're going to run offshore on Friday, and then we're going to fish in the bay on Saturday. And we've got a lot of stuff going on. I say this every week, every time. Thank you so much for the support. It just keeps growing and growing and growing, and we're adding retailers, and it's an exciting time for us. We really appreciate all the support. It's been awesome. Matter of fact, just yesterday I had the chance to go up to Stammis, to their location up in Tarpon Springs where they build the boats, and I've got to say that boat is an extremely well-built boat. I knew it was, but I was kind of taken back a little bit on how meticulous they are over there at Stammis, especially Mr. Stammis, John Stammis, who took a lot of time to walk through the factory with us and really get involved with us. And I just want to say thank you to him for that. That was really a treat. There was so much history behind the Stammis boat. I didn't realize that they were the first boat that was built out of pure fiberglass. They were the first company to build a fiberglass boat, which is really interesting. There's a lot of firsts in that company, so it was pretty cool. But anyway, getting on to the Friday fishing forecast. Like I said, the weekend weather looks good. It's going to be hot, but there's going to be a little bit of a breeze, but it's not going to be unmanageable. So you'll be able to get out there and do some fishing. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the Solunars and tides for this weekend. Now on Saturday, we have a low tide at 8:41 a.m. at a 0.09. Then we have a high tide at 2:50 p.m. at a 1.55 foot. And then we have a low tide at 9:15 p.m. at a negative 0.03 foot. Then on Sunday, we have a low tide at 9 a.m. at a 0.33 foot. Then we have a high tide at 3:11 p.m. at a 1.67 foot. And then we have a low tide at 10:07 p.m. at a negative 0.10 foot. Now, if you're noticing something that's starting to change a little bit, it's those negative low tides are starting to switch from the mornings to the afternoons. So as we get into the spring and into the summer, those negative tides are actually in the afternoons, and we start getting those what they call hill tides, which are very popular with the tarpon fishermen. You know, fishing that strong outgoing tide, it flushes those crabs and it makes those tarpon just go bonkers for those crabs. So we're getting into that switch this time of year to where the negative tides were in the morning, but now they're switching over into the afternoons. So that's just going to progress more and more as we move along. Now let's go ahead and talk about the Solunars for this weekend. On Saturday, we have a minor feeding time from 8:15 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. Then we have a major feeding time from 2:08 p.m. to 4:08 p.m. Then on Sunday, we have a minor feeding time from 8:47 a.m. to 9:47 a.m. Then we have a major feeding time from 2:52 p.m. to 4:52 p.m. So those are the Solunar periods for this weekend, and I can't harp on those enough. I know that I talk about them all the time, but a lot of people are now starting to contact me and say, oh my God, I followed the Solunar periods and it was on fire. You just have to make sure that you're on fish. So just remember that. Don't get discouraged because you got to be on fish to catch the fish. But anyway, another thing I want to talk about is the top catches. We've been getting unbelievable amount of pictures from our fans, which we truly appreciate. I really like seeing the photographs. I really like people participating, and I am working on something that probably in the next couple of weeks that we are going to do a contest, and it's going to be a video contest, and whichever video is picked is going to win a $100 gift certificate to Tampa Bay Fishing Channel. So be on the lookout for that. I want to do something pretty cool with that, but it has to be video. It can't be pictures. It has to be video. But we will get into that in a couple of weeks. But let's go ahead and get into the top catches for this week. Now in this picture you see Captain Michael Fields chartered this group of guys to a mass amount of sheepshead using the Stewie jigs. In this next picture, Samantha Trevino with a real nice snapper caught on a Huggy jib. Here is a great pic from Greg Pravat showing 2 sheepshead with the Stewie jigs in their mouths and a box full of extra Stewies on the deck. And in this last picture, we have a nice sheepshead caught by a client fishing aboard Family Ties Charters with Captain Christian Lugo. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been sending those pictures to us. We really appreciate it. And like I said, the weather looks great for this weekend, just a little bumpy, but you can get away from some of that fishing this side of the bay. And thank you again for all of the support. We really appreciate it. We do have a boat show that's coming up in April, the second weekend of April. It's going to be at Armature Works. It's the Channel 8 outdoor show. We'll be up there. We are going to be in the Sunray booth as usual because Sunray we are like this with them. They've been a great supporter of ours, and we can't say thank you enough to them. And so be on the lookout for that. We'll start promoting it pretty heavy throughout this month and just letting you know that we'll be there. And I think we're going to be at the Sarasota Boat Show in mid-April with Sunray Marine also. Again, thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.